Oh, yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I removed him, but all right, cool. Um, so yeah, like I said, this is the first meeting for the community discussions for the party rental community, and yeah, let me see here. So do you have a website or let's see here? Hey Miguel,
What's going on, Justin? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I've
Cool.
got not the greatest internet connection, but
No, you're
I'm
good.
okay, cool. I'm glad to be joining and hearing what you guys talk about today.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I just want to start doing this weekly community discussion. Just kind of just have conversations each week about just whatever the community wants. Um, Pretty much just an open discussion. If you have any questions, and just kind of grow it. I actually, one of the things I've been working on is a school platform because I basically spent over like 15 or 20 thousand dollars in like my own platform, and it's going to cost me another like probably like 30 to get it right. Um, so I'm not gonna pursue that at this time, but I do. It's definitely on the list, and it does things that school can't do. But school can do like 80% of the things I do want to do, and so I've been actually just been working a lot on just like whole school community, etc. So I started working on these free discussions and weekly discussions so they can start spreading out to the community. And then um, I basically have the school group for different. All depends on what you're trying to actually do. If you're trying to do phone parties, or if you're trying to do mini golf, carnival games, it's all in one place. But then you can have different courses. I'm having entire SOPs written out by my staff for each position in each company and what you're well, like doing certain things, how we operate, and how you would want to like start with like the key components and then maybe add to. So, what kind of company do you own, Leo?
I own. I'm kind of like a lot of these other guys in here. I have an entertainment company, and we do a number of different things. I got started doing like entertainment events, so we did things like salsa dancing, country dancing. We sold tickets to events. Um, and then I started getting into foam parties because I found out it's less about the arts and it's more about the
Yeah.
entertainment. So I got connected with Foam Daddy. I forget where I actually found you, Justin. It was either through Adam, through the tent guy, or
Okay.
through Foam Party. I've seen you through both of those. So, but yeah, I'm doing. We're doing our own live events where we sell tickets, anything from dancing, DJs, entertainment, renting out clubs, etc. But yeah, we're really focusing on private parties because it's more the demographic we want to work with.
Oh
And
yeah.
personally, in my area in Colorado, um, paid events like ticketed events on a local level are we're we've been seeing a decline in it, and we can still maximize what we're doing by limiting the amount of events, but that also limits revenue. So really focusing on
Yeah.
high end private parties, stuff like that. So again, um, doing private parties like private dance events now, doing foam parties. Um,
Some of the
I
best
put
money that can be made too is doing some of these live scale events, um, like with foam. I don't know if you're already doing that at all or thought about doing it, but there's some serious money to be made there as well.
it's one of the things we're working on. I was doing some ticketed events, and it was doing okay. Again, just kind of like on a local level, like
Mm-hmm.
where I live in Colorado Springs, it's a it has big city population with small city feel. So
That makes
sometimes
sense.
like yeah, so sometimes like bringing in like big DJs or big acts doesn't perform well, but it's kind of like managing the market and timing it. Like absolutely, I do agree. Like our big events do the best as far as like actual profit per hour. But the
Mhm.
thing is, like also we found is like if we do it every single month,
Oh no,
that
it's a one-off. You want to do it once a year, find a big area,
yeah,
and then
absolutely.
do another one like 2 hours away, 3 hours away.
Yeah, and that's really really what we found. Where like if we do one big one, fantastic, but at the same time, what we're looking at is we have a few different cities we're doing events in, but at the same time, really focusing on like how can we maximize the city that we run out of, so it's much easier to start traveling to these other cities and then start expanding from there.
Hey Aaron, how's it going? Yeah, that is the way to go, Miguel. Can you hear us, Aaron? Sweet. What kind of company you own?
Oh, phone company.
Phone parties?
Yes.
Oh, I got 3 phone party people in here today. Sweet. Did you already start your company, Aaron, or did you already are you looking to get one started this next season?
Actually, in the process of starting everything up now, got everything ordered. Just waiting for everything else to be shipped and show up so I can start booking parties.
It's awesome. Did you already put a purchase in and everything?
Oh yeah, yeah, everything's all purchased and everything. Just like I said, just waiting for everything to get shipped out.
Sweet. Did you are you gonna go to Foam Universe at all, or
No, unfortunately, I ain't got time to work schedule.
Yeah, no worries. Should definitely try and check it out in the virtual. I know that the virtual. I know they do, like to do the recordings and stuff. I can't think of Vortex. What was your name again? I'm so sorry.
Hey, my name's Renata English.
Renata also she attended the online course last year, and now she's going to the in-person course this year. She was saying.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you got some value from that. You feel right, or Renata?
Yeah, definitely. It was a little hard to really follow it. That was my only gripe about the online, but the information was great. So much so I'm making it a priority to be there this year. But even beyond the virtual, attending the conference, just going back in the archives of the online group, the Phone Daddy Facebook user group, just watch all those videos, all the lives that happened. Like Matt Samoa, is that how you say his name? Samoa, something like that. He has Fomaha. He's done some lives as well. It's
Yep.
just such a wealth of information. Like I've learned so much information just watching old live videos. There's so much information in the Foam Daddy group.
Oh yeah, foam is one of the subjects that's like very well covered as far as like getting information, etc. out there. Like there's definitely a lot of information covered by Foam Daddy. They have a lot of free training videos, etc. That community is pretty tight. I do a lot of different stuff too. So like I own bounce houses, tents, tables, chairs, dunk tanks, foam machines, mini golf, carnival games, concessions. You know, once you guys start making you guys and girls, once you start making a bunch of money with foam, you might want to go into like mini golf next, or I wouldn't. Bounce houses suck. It's a hard business to get into. I'd rather if I could do it again, I would just be out of the bounce house game. But also I make a good money doing it because I know how to do it right. But it can get out of control quick. There's definitely just a lot more profits in all those other items.
So I have some questions about expanding, if you don't mind me asking some questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, we started with foam. So this is our first season and it's going well. Marketing definitely is key, even just beyond like putting out postcards and things like that. Like you just don't have to, you need to be not afraid to call people. Like I cold call people in book parties. Like I've done one birthday party the entire, and I just did it on Saturday. Everything else has been like an event, some like community outreach, something like that. So that is going well. So with that, I have thought to venture into doing mascots, like what do you call, like character mascots. I plan on starting with the Easter Bunny this year. So I'm like, that might be an easy way to wet my feet into the do I want to get in this costume, right? Um, what are your thoughts on character mascots? And
What area are you in?
so I am in Augusta, Georgia. So we are to me, it's a small town because I lived in Atlanta for a while. But compared to Atlanta, we're the next biggest
Yeah,
city in the state, but it's small town feel to me.
I feel you. I go to Atlanta a lot. Um, so when you say characters, doing holiday mascots like Santa and Easter Bunny, if you know how to market it and you market it well in advance and you get a lot of corporate gigs for reoccurring money, it's really like if you're not doing the actual job itself, like if you're not dressing up as Santa or you're not dressing up as the Easter Bunny, then it's kind of hard to scale
Mhm.
unless you have people underneath you and you're really good with your booking process. But you can get other people to do it for you. And if you're in a bunny suit, then you're not growing your business. But if you're not making money during that time, it's definitely worth it. Now, you should not get knockoff characters that are licensed or unlicensed. Like Disney doesn't want you dressed like Mickey Mouse or a knockoff Mickey Mouse and come to people's party. And if you do that, you'll get your whole business like sued and taken out. I've seen it happen.
So I don't know how people are doing that. Like I joined this character mascot group. I found this lady on YouTube, and they connected us with mascot designers or whatever they call
Yeah.
them. But I ordered my Easter bunny from this guy in Peru. So it's legit. But does it look like?
Easter Bunny doesn't matter because it's as long as it's not like a licensed, like if it's not Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying, or if it's like certain things are licensed and certain things aren't, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, like everybody, like the other day, my son went to a Sonic the Hedgehog party, and like they had Sonic.
Just because they do that doesn't mean it's legal. And so, like as soon as you start making money or they let you make money over time, then they take everything or take your house if they could pierce the veil. That's what Disney does.
Like, how are people getting around it? Because so many people do character mascots and
They
Disney.
are, but they aren't. Over time, they all lose. Like over time, you just see them all just disappear. As soon as they start building up, it either takes 5 to 10 years
Mhm.
of them building up like a legal case, so that because you gotta understand it costs money, so they just sit there and wait because it's obvious that you're making money and you're doing tax reports, etc. So now you operate doing Sonic the Hedgehog for 5 years. They can kind of prove that you've been doing that. So now you owe us part of your revenue and we sue you for all that. Now, if you have a separate LLC, okay, the business might go under, but they're not just coming after the business. They're hoping that you use your credit card for your personal funds somehow and they can pierce the veil, or a bunch of other ways that they can pierce the veil. Then they start coming after you personally and they take over your house, your car, etc. Anything else you own, any other businesses you might own, equity from them. Yeah, no, it can get really hairy real quick messing around that route because it all depends on what you own and what you do. If you're just doing it cash on the side and you're not making anything, Disney's not really going to mess with you. But as soon as you start making money or you make money over a period of time, you're screwed.
Yeah. Even Chris Weed was like, I don't want anything to do with like character mascots. He's like, Easter Bunny, fair game, but the other ones, no way. And I get it. I get it. It just seems so easy.
Yeah, it is easy and it's like that is not the way to do it. Like that is the way to risk it all.
Well, I also thought, well, beyond foam, what I definitely want to get into, not next season, maybe the season after that, is mini golf. Mini golf seems so cool, and it's not something that a lot of people do. I only found one person in my area, and he's in South Carolina, which for us is like right across the bridge. But only one person that I know of that does it. But we have the Masters here, and golf is huge in Augusta. And I'm surprised there's not more people that do mini golf, but there really aren't. At least I haven't seen. So that's something that I'm researching and want to explore. But outside of that, what is like a lower cost, lower risk thing to jump into? Yeah, mini golf on the go definitely is the way I would go to do it.
Yeah, well, this is what we're doing.
The wheel.
Well, because we have other brands and stuff that we work with too. So we're also doing the Fantastic Phone. We're gonna be doing this brand too.
Yeah. Oh, you're switching to Fantastic Phone?
I'm doing both because it's just
okay.
easier for me. I don't have to worry about marketing material or a website or anything like that.
Right.
Like, okay, boom. And you get the SEO from a national company. So, this is what we've been really working on a lot. Is our offering for universities.
Yeah, so I heard that there is like a company that has like the corner market on colleges for phone parties. Is that true? I've reached out to a number of colleges, had good conversations, but I just can't land it.
Not really. Colleges really don't want to do too much phone from what I'm hearing, because they think it's a liability. So it's really just an education in the space. But have you thought about doing silent discos?
No, I haven't. I've never even seen a silent disco other than like on TV, but mm-mm.
Silent discos are fun.
But do you have to have a live DJ or two live DJs or
No, you don't do all that. You have three iPods or like three little like music players, whatever you're trying to do, or you have three different decks. I charge more for more DJs, etc.
who's your clientele for that?
What do you mean?
Like who's booking silent discos?
Oh, schools, daycares, colleges.
Hmm.
Not daycares as much with silent discos. Mini golf, I do the daycares. But you can get some of like the after school people for silent discos, fundraisers, adults. I'm working on trying to get a giant stadium filled with silent disco headphones. Like carnival games, inflatables.
Yeah, I see a lot of schools in our area are like getting away from doing bounce houses, and even my kids' schools have a lot of the inflatable games will be rental. You don't really see bounce houses anymore.
They rotate and see what's going on. All these ones pretty much. This one people can go on. This one people can go on. This one's flat surface, but people stand in. People stand in this one. This one people can go on, but this one people can go on. This one. But for the most part, a lot of these are just games that people can't even go on.
Mm-hmm. How are your carnival games going? Have you been doing that a while?
Waxed hands. Yeah, carnival games are great. Yeah, they do well.
Do you make yours or do you order them from? I can't remember the name of that company. I feel like I saw a video.
Aqua Ventronics.
Say it again.
Aqua Ventronics. Let me see if I have their tab. Hold on. I get a lot of my games from this. I just got a 6-foot Plinko that's about to be here. So somebody called me, they're like, yo, I got 10 grand for a trade show booth. And then they're like, how, like, I'm like, they're like, we want a giant Plinko. I'm like, okay. So I made one with their logo on it and everything. Let's see here. But yeah, a lot of these games I got. Tub games, they're amazing. And then some of these games too. And then like Mega Wire. Well, they have so you're probably not going to IAP or anything this year, but this one's
No.
right here's be like this one's gonna be really sweet. They're coming out with an IAPA this year, but it's like a little box that like those boxes that you can like try and put your hand in and you try and pull the giant gold bar out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but you gotta like put a code in to get it open, and you can make it set. You could set the code so it's between like 1 and 10 digits, or like you have to get all 6 digits or something like that, and it's like 1 in a million chance to be able to try and win. You can put anything in there, but you can make it easy. You can send out a list of codes to your customers. So like what I was gonna do is for a marketing purpose is like send out basically I was gonna go ahead and just like send out a list of different numbers, like but like riddles. So like what year did like the circus start? Or like, Barnum and Bailey Circus start? What year did Barnum and Bailey Circus burn down? Just different things. And then I would have a QR code or the answer would be basically one of these punch numbers. So if you get it, you get a T-shirt. So like, and you can put a whole bunch of them in there. So any one of those are right. I don't know. It's cool, but it's definitely really interesting, especially for trade shows and for different games, a chance, etc. They like duck races. They like the vault. You like try and stop the light on the little things, but then this one turns into a color wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like dual use. I love Aquamatronics.
Do you do bubble parties as well?
Yeah, I got those new bubble machines. We're gonna be setting them up next week. I have this giant event going on that we do every year. We do this giant bubble like party and just bubble area at Music is Arts.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Music is Arts is great. Let's see here.
And just, I don't want to interrupt what you're doing, but I
No,
do
you're
have a
good.
question about marketing. When
Yeah.
you're at a good point.
Yeah, what was your question? This is like all the. Let's see if there's any posts from last year. They just got like some of the artwork and stuff, but like there's a lot of. This is sponsored and started by Robbie Takek from Google Dolls. This festival. See if there's anything. What's your question though?
Yeah, so regarding marketing, I'm curious how you have seen things take off as you've added different services or different lines of business. I added foam parties, at least doing the private party section this past summer, and it did okay. Like definitely doesn't compare to the other services that we're offering, and we did our best to like I've talked with Chris Weed and the other guys from Film Daddy, and we don't do, there's not a ton of foam parties in my area, so I'm wondering, like, is it just going to take some time to build that? I'm
How
really
big's your
wondering, like,
demographic in your area? Like, how
what's
big is
that?
your area? Like you're in Colorado, you said?
Yes.
So you gotta like stop marketing it as a giant event and more like strictly towards backyard parties or backyard events. And if you're taking clients over a certain amount of dollar, there's only so many of those that are going to be bigger jobs, bigger events and festivals. Where if you're trying to churn and burn through backyards, that's your best bet. Or just strictly working with schools and your daycares. You also like foam runs. That's like if you can figure out like the method of setting up a few machines and doing like an actual run through an area, you can get a lot more tickets for that, and you're only there for a couple hours. Um, that's pretty good too, especially for a fundraiser if you're looking into stuff like that too. But as far as other items, the more items you have, the easier it is to market.
Got it. So it's kind of like that.
One client, and then you can suddenly it's like, oh, well, here I got this other thing for you. It's easy because nobody wants to do a foam party every single year. Some people do, schools do, but like some people don't want to do a foam party every single year because they how to explain it? Like they rather have something else different. Here's one of the foam areas.
Yeah, novelty I've noticed is definitely the big seller when it comes to a lot of these things.
This is our archway. Car archway and bubbles. This is my favorite bartender. He also shreds. There's just a bunch of tents. There's a bunch of people. But yeah, more bubble pictures. It's one of the largest events of the year in Buffalo. Was this whole area? There's just tents everywhere, and I have to get this year. I have to get everything out just now. It's like I said, if they only called me for the tents for this festival, like to answer your question, they only called me for tents for this festival. So they wanted like this is years ago. I've been working with this company for like this organization for 5 years now. They originally wanted tents, and then they realized I had foam machines, and they realized I had carnival games, and they, you know what I mean, etc. So it's like, what like I now I have a whole entire obstacle course over here. I have an archway over here. So you start making more money in different things. Like you don't just make you don't rent. People talk about renting out tents. You don't make money with the tents. You make money with the foam machines. So you should be getting bubbles. You should be getting lighting. Like you'd be surprised how much money I get out of people just for adding some lights.
Okay. No, that makes sense because of what I've noticed with a lot of these guys who are building bigger companies. It's really about stacking up these different products and services.
It's about moving the items, not just about stacking them. People think the more shit you got, the better it is. But if it's not moving, you're not even making money. You're just paying for storage.
Yeah. The other thing I've noticed is really going after these like public events. I feel like from what I've noticed, it gets people talking, and Justin, I've seen you talk more about the technical aspects of marketing, and one of our big goals for next year is next spring we want to do like a family entertainment event, partially just to get that attention, and also because I know on the back end with Facebook marketing and or Facebook advertising, Facebook targeting, anybody who's interested or engages with that event is more likely to be targeted on the back end. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to for next year to get some much better.
That is my biggest thing, and I feel like it's just something you should always just keep your thumb on the back burner. You're always looking for growth, but you're always should be looking at retargeting and ways you can collect leads and how you can retarget to them, etc. So one thing I use is like IO, and I have everything organized in my back end. I don't even care to show you. So you have like different customers. What's that? Hold on a second. Maybe I don't have access to these reports in this account. It'll be in a different account. Oh, I'm in my main account. Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to see everything. Like, all right, hold on. Like, we set every customer to a specific type. So, like, depending on what they are, and they have to have this when they fill out the leads. So this way, they fill out the thing that's most appropriate to them. And then we can market to that specific customer a specific way. And then the system itself will know, like, when a person's lead is and when they booked this event. So not only like the date of their event, but like the date they created a lead. So every time they create a lead, it markets them a couple days, like I think a week or 2 weeks or a month or something like that, before, I think it's 2 weeks before they create that lead. So this way it automatically, like the next year is like, yo, I need you to like your event's coming up, like you're booking it again, right? For whenever. Because you don't want to hit them when their event was, because people book at different times. Some people book months ahead, some people book a few weeks ahead. So you're hitting them 2 weeks before they were thinking about it last year because they created a lead. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's like using these systems. That's I'm not gonna be able to do that shit. Remember that for how many customers I got. And then just because you don't close the lead doesn't mean you can't market those people next year, anyways. So like, this is all the people that booked with me this week. But then,
Hey, Justin, I have a question.
hey, what's up?
So you may have already said it, but I had to step away. So I have an event coming up on this week, Saturday, and I need a way to gather customer information. So I don't have an inflatable office. I'm thinking of like a good, quick and dirty way that I can get potential client information. I was thinking to do like a Google form, make a QR code, go to Walgreens, put it on a
Do you have a phone, like a phone number and stuff you're using too, or a phone system?
No, I don't have anything like that. I have a website.
All right, well, you need a phone number. I would spend the money on like something like Ninja. Now you can like actually just have people, like you can call everybody. You can see everybody's phone calls, what people are talking. I can actually see, like, let's see.
So is that like a dial?
I can literally hear a whole conversation that my office person had with them. This sometimes reading this can get funny, but literally we'll transcribe everything. If you click on it, it'll bring it right to the phone, like the part in the call.
So how would you gather information, like client information, potential client information, if you were at an event?
At an event?
Right.
Photo booths, and QR codes to a form that basically will, like, once they're done filling it out, it'll send them an email that automatically gives them like a coupon or something. Or an online ticketing system when you're at an event. Like, what type of event are you at? Like your event?
No, this weekend I'm doing the Taste of the CSRA, so it's a food festival. So I'll be there for that.
Okay.
But I have a couple retreats that I'm doing, so I'll be in front of like a lot of people, and I just want a way to get some potential client information to market later.
Website. You should be just getting your website out there and creating leads inside it. So if you don't have a website, you should create a website. If you don't have a website, you should have at least like a funnel or something like this.
I do. I have a website. I guess I can just create another page that's just like a landing page for maybe like a QR code.
Your website doesn't have it to where they can put their information and inquire about a party?
It does, but I don't know why I feel like that is not That wouldn't
Or
work.
you're trying to, yeah, it's not going to, but that's like if you're trying to like capture leads, get something like a photo. If you did like without spending more money, I don't know what to tell you, but like we
Yeah.
like photo booths because they put their phone number in there. Now I get their contact and information, but like people don't just give their information out that freely
Yeah. I was thinking about some sort of gimmick, like it.
unless they're interested. No, the gimmick is get in front of as many people as you that you believe is going to want your service as possible, and
Yeah.
then like know your closing rates and stuff like that, like your interest rate. So if 1 in 100 people are interested in phone parties, which it's not the case, it's definitely higher than that.
Right.
Then if you got in front of 1,000 people, you just got in front of 10 more people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does make sense. I think positioning like at events is key because home you need to see.
Oh yeah, it's like if I would definitely have like a video playing of if you're at an event, or having like if it's still hot over there a misting tent, so it's like kind of on brand, and then maybe like QR codes that go to like maybe a landing page with a video if that's what you're trying to just capture leads and what they're interested in. Like that's a whole other story. Your landing page should be interested in capturing, but like as far as like back end management and tracking leads, like I haven't really seen anything as good as a photo booth. I would say, like a photo booth is killer, and or your website, unless you're actually just like charging for people to get like you don't get a wristband until you sign in through this app and show us that you have a ticket. So it's a ticketed event, and you get their phone number and email through there.
Yeah,
It's very hard to get that type of information you're looking for at an event, but it's definitely sought after. Like there's apps that you can kind of do too.
Okay. I'll put some thought into how I can just use my current website to, I guess, funnel some.
Yeah, I always want to funnel people to the website. That's my biggest thing is like, you know, in book here, see all the different stuff. People look in there and they're like, oh, they have all these different things. Our models, we have everything just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like play on words, but it kind of lets people know that like think about us. You know what I mean? Because how many times do we go deliver a tent or a bounce house, and there's a tent or a bounce house already there when we're delivering the other item? The loss of money on our end. We're already there. It's an extra 15 minutes of work. How's it going, Tyrone, Bet, and Sebastian? How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
How are you doing on this afternoon? It's the first week we're doing this weekly discussion, just trying to build the community up and kind of bring people together, have discussions about different things, bring some different ideas and thoughts to the community. Kind of just bring a little bit more face to everything, especially when IAPA and the different conventions and different meetups are going to be coming up soon. So it's we were doing this a lot during COVID and doing it after too, but it's hard to stay consistent. But now that I got the team all managed, we're going to be committed to staying consistent and doing this every week. I don't know. It might be a little bit too early doing it at 3. Maybe I'll push it back to 4 or 5. It's just I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to do it during business hours.
It's fine with me. Either time I will log in, capture whatever is being discussed or add to whatever is being discussed. But at the same time, I will just go as the flow. I see.
Your mic's cutting in and out a little bit.
I'm not sure why that. 1 second.
How about you, Sebastian? How are you doing today?
Pretty good. I'm a little upset. I missed most of the beginning.
Oh, we just started talking about bubbles and foam and a bunch of different stuff. We're going to be recording all this stuff as well. I'm actually going to be posting it in my school group here shortly. I'm creating a school community, and I'm going to start doing that basically. Actually, I might be able to show you the school community. Let me see here. Show you what we got working on so far.
Can you hear me better, Justin?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
So yeah, just a quick update.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm actually trying to start a ball sales business. It's not in the country, it's international, but
Okay.
nonetheless, I'm managing it. I'm in Florida, but I'm managing it in the islands, and I'm basically trying to get something going. And just a matter of basically learning the process and learning uh, from experience. Basically, that's where I'm at this point in time. So yeah, it's like I say, it's small island, but nonetheless, I've gotten some traction. I want to start to increase inventory, but just want to start to learn what that means in terms of building.
Yeah, that's it's definitely a big question. So basically, you pretty much just got to start from scratch. If you do you already have inventory? Where are you at? Do you have storage? Do you have a vehicle?
So at the current time, the storage is basically split between some small warehouses. It's just not sufficient enough to house all of it. But I got a combo, 18-footer, double lanes. I have a small 15-footer, and I have a couple of 10 by 15 white castles and the bubble. And I'm adding about two more, I guess, regular ball houses to the
So
mix.
where are you? What country are you? Oh, you said you're on the islands and stuff like that?
It's a small island called Roatan.
Okay. That's going to be always going to be your issue, because if you're just going to be local, if you're the only guy doing it, you basically have to, you know what I mean, create a buzz between the community. You have to kind of because everybody knows who you are probably already. So it's not the word of mouth. It's going to be bringing new items every year, rotating items, trying to bring that wow factor, bringing interesting things. And then, you know what I mean? Your market's only going to be so big because you're literally landlocked in an island.
That is correct. That is correct.
So, and you're out of country, so I can only go so far about how to market on certain platforms, etc., because it gets totally differently when you start getting out of country.
Yeah, and like I said, mostly it's discussion that will come up during the meetings that I normally will weigh in on, because I may be in that phase at that moment in time, or probably resolving some issue of that sort. So just a matter of discussions. I'm just weighing in.
We can learn from everybody, buddy. Like, it doesn't matter what country you're from. We don't discriminate that at all.
Yeah. No. So that's basically it.
Yeah, I definitely. You know what I mean, if you have storage, if you have transportation, and you already have inflatables, but you're just looking to market more, you definitely gotta get interesting. Like, for example, let me see. I'm gonna give you an example here. We got our mini golf course, but we're not just marketing the mini golf course right now. We're marketing it. Let's see here. So this is like, so this right here. So this is for bars. But specific flyers just to marking to bars for mini golf. And then
Got it.
let's see here. For what? Over. Halloween. So just figure out how to hit them up. Different ways of hitting them up. Yeah, make it a little interesting. You see where I'm coming from?
Yes, and the distribution for these,
I just
I
mail them.
guess, is it mainly website?
I mail them, and I say everything's always just send it to my website. Book online.
Gotcha.
But we'll book online, or I have 2 salespeople that call people and talk to you on the phone. We'll go through a booking process too.
Ah, okay.
So you
Okay,
want
no.
to push people online. Only a percentage of people will book online, but it's still good.
No, but I never thought about that. Having someone to
And
follow
even
up.
if they don't fully book online, they'll put a lot of information on there, so then suddenly you can finish the quote easier because you already have most of their information. But they just want that human touch to push them over the edge.
Yes, yes. No, I can definitely implement something of that nature. Having someone do some calls and try to, I guess, establish some connections and get some bookings in.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so we got like 5 more minutes here and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do this every week. I might even do it now and then, more sporadic as well. I'm gonna record. I record all these, and we're gonna be posting it in the school group. Oh yeah, I was showing you the school. I'll show you that right now. Oh wait, that's not it. The infinite loop. Let's see here. I have a million tabs. It's closed now. And we open it back up. Okay. I should find our resume. Yep, there it is. Share. So this is going to be see it shows that we're live right now. The live co-working session. It shows all the different events We're gonna have paid events. Well, it's $50 a month to be in here. Basically, it's gonna be a better community than the community I built online. It has a lot more information on here. So all of our actual discount links, all of our past videos, like in past weekly videos, list of trade shows, information on all the softwares, free marketing tips. But then it's also going to have a bunch of these like free courses and paid courses on here as well that we're building out. And then just a community. But the actual education sessions alone, like the actual like bi-weekly or weekly like talking with somebody that's actually a professional in their field, people that have sold their party rental companies for millions of dollars, owners of franchises, owners of manufacturing companies. I want to make sure that like basically just giving you guys access to have conversations with people that are just in this community and like that make this community thrive basically. So I want to have like a marriage counselor come on. I want to have a bunch of different things in the school group come on. I'll put a link on it to you for as well. So if you guys are interested in too, I'll put a link in the description. But be one of the first community members. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm so new to this. I don't even know how to grab the link. There it is. But also, Carrie, I don't like this image. But yeah, we're actively working on this and building this out for everybody. We'll have specific courses on different things, and then like the SOPs for the entire business and all of its actual there's job types, whether it be sales, etc., and there'd be SOPs, and then marketing materials specifically on like say mini golf, and then doing those bars like I showed you. Kind of like if it makes more sense. So kind of just like my market's only so big. I'm only going to travel so far away. This information could be used other places. I have no problem handing out my SOPs. So. If I get paid. Also, I built the free community and I can only answer so many questions. So I'm trying to spend more of my time answering people's questions that are in this community than necessarily all the others. Like if I get to it, I can get to it, but I'm definitely trying to focus on this because it's going to start bringing me an income. It's getting to the point where it's like I need stuff to do in the winter. So if I could put all my thought processes, like there's things that are becoming in here. Like I'll show you a sneak preview because you can see. This is mine, but like, you guys want to learn how to feed butterflies, like live butterflies, and do events doing that, balloon twisting, game rentals, silent discos, like I mentioned before, photo booths. We're gonna have a guy that actually has his own school platform for photo booths, and I bought his photo booth, and we're gonna be doing a little collab on photo booths as well because. Like I said, photo booths are great, especially if you're trying to do exactly what you're asking to. Like if you're like, it is a great engine for collecting people's information. So, join my school; it'll be cool.
How about those bills?
Dude, I was sleeping. Well, I wasn't. I was messing around with this actually, and I kind of just ignored it the whole time. And then I looked at my phone, and we were down like the third quarter. Just put it away. Didn't even think about it. Woke up the next day. It's like, oh, I wonder what the bills did, because like the whole mood of the city, like changes when like your hometown went like. Miguel, the Broncos win. The whole mood of the city changes, right?
Right.
Like it's so like it's the same thing here. And then that was like, oh, we won by 1 point. What happened? Like I know there's got to be a story. I know that we're all about to be hyped. So yeah, no, we've been on cloud 9 all week and stuff like that, especially with the Ravens too. So, but we're gonna be wrapping this up here shortly. Does anybody have any questions before I go? I gotta grab some food.
I do have a question about carnival games. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
what's
into carnival games. What's the I just don't know what's the best ones to go after.
So there's really okay. So there's a few different options for carnival games. We're going to be doing a Zoom with Christopher Weed soon too, specifically on carnival games. Like I'll let you, like you were the first 5 people to want to come in here and have a conversation with me on a whim. I'll give you the information right now. If anybody wants to watch this video on Skool or whatever in the future, they get the information too. It's right at the end of the video. It's even better. So Chris Weed is building a whole nother mini golf, or he's building a carnival franchise, and he's also going to be, or a carnival license ship, sorry, not a franchise, and he's also making a bunch of wooden games. But I don't know if like he's going to start with the wooden games and try and make them, but I don't know if that's going to fly forever, because there's like Aquaventronics is better than anybody. I don't know if you were in here when I showed that earlier. Let me see.
No, I came late.
But I was literally showing this page to everybody. But these are where I buy all my carnival games. It's Aquaventronics. You talked to Jim. I had somebody call me for a 10 grand trade show booth a couple weeks ago, and then we're gonna be delivering it next week. And they wanted me to get a giant Plinko, so I bought a giant Plinko set with the road case and lights, etc. So it's like
I was looking at those case games. Which ones are the most popular ones that run out for you?
all of them. All my case games rent out all the time, and I rent out in packages of 10 to 14. So it's
I have a question. So we get these string pots in. I don't have anybody receiving the answer from it. It's 481-423. When they receive those parts in, where does like the 8130 and everything get saved? Saying that it's a part and that.
There's other people too, though. You really want to get into it, though. Like right now.
Yeah, part in general. Just a part in general. When we receive one in, you have to talk about used or repair. Say we even just a new one, or even a repair. Do we not save like all the paperwork somewhat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, the warranty, we have our own.
Yeah, I know we're different.
These are really good.
We had files with all our stuff in it.
I know he's talking to somebody now. I know,
Yeah,
so.
the 8130 staple in case one gets lost, and we have copies of it.
Like wordsmith just what's cool about all these games is it like fold up into like a
all in prepared parts.
I just knew that you received, but here's the repair of all.
if you look
This
it comes in this case, and it sets up to like
Yeah, I only deal with repair.
take it apart. Right, take it apart. My bad.
You ever need 8134?
Pops up right to that.
Yeah.
And this one's brand new. It's really sweet. Really put play disc in it. It's one of those great parts. If you're looking for something that's more for adults or
his
more corporate stuff, stuff that people aren't gonna see, haven't seen before. Like this is where this is where you can definitely see some cool stuff. We definitely got the knowledge for you people.
You're welcome.
So yeah, besides Aquaventronics, there's Works too. The whole ring toss game comes in a road, what goes in like a case. And you carry it. Same thing, jumbo fish bowls. This is also a really cool new game. It folds up. Just set it up. And you just like use little coffee filters. And you put little prizes in there. And some of them, sometimes you don't win. You spin, trying to see which prize to win. Or how many to try and punch through. So it's like it's a great little mini game. It's cool for all ages. But yeah, no, there's a few places you can get carnival games from. Then there's also what's a Carnival Depot?
So Aquaventronics, you saying would be your go-to?
Yeah, Aquaventronics, and then I would start getting into once you get some bigger clients and more corporate stuff. I'd go Works.
Gotta drop.
Works makes
Hopefully, I get to the next one.
Hey, see, man. Works makes some really cool games too, as far as like similar ones, but they're just not the same. But these are the same type of style. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And same price range. So I wouldn't buy these. I'd just be buying Aquaventronics. But like, you can't buy cool stuff like this. Balloons, Down a Clown, giant battleship, giant ring toss that folds in the road cases. But then they have like crazy games and stuff. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is $4,000 right here. So you can get like 8 games for $4,000. Five or you know what I mean, 4 or 5 grand. Real quick. And race. Community and team building exercises. Winner gets a prize, however you want to do it. If it's weird, you can do it another different way. So you get the gist of it. But yeah, those are the ones I would look at.
Appreciate that.
So cool. But yeah, hopefully everybody has a good week. Stay safe and definitely check us out next week. We're gonna do this around the same time. Maybe I'll do it at a different time, but I'm gonna try and stick for Wednesdays around this time. So maybe we'll do like 4:00 next week or something. But stay tuned. If you have any feedback, please give it to me. And then yeah, check us out on Skool.
Thanks, man.
See ya. Bye.